combination of what
Game
Burn
2 guys,
Splash
game
wants to
2.
do.
Burn Splash versus Blacklist. Let's go.
We'll see how it all
Game 2 na guys.
comes through, given that we're expecting
Tilted na tong
Burn
Burn Splash.
stay on the blue side. That meaning first pick. Here's a draft entering game 2 proper.
Uy, ang
And
bilis.
Indeed, we see Burnex Flash on the play here. They ban out, again, a lot of Oh My Venus signature heroes, and they lock in that Fredrin, the Novaria, and the Kaja for Blacklist. It's a Bunjingjing's turn. It's Edward's turn. It's Joy.
Edward Joy.
Abunjing turn.
So, Edward
Game
went
2 na, game
with the
2.
previous game, and Blackness International pretty
It's
much
me.
knows whatever that we pick right now for Edward, he wouldn't be able to get the lane
Está
priority.
bombastic.
Now, this time,
Pachala
we switch it
bastic.
around. We want to get the lane priority. We want to play our Ube. We want Edward to start moving around faster.
Exactly. So they go Minotaur. They preempt the
Minotaur ni Oh My B.
type of composition here for Blacklist International. You can see that with the Diggy ban, there's no real answers to the Minotaur now. But if you're Burning Slash, don't go for attack speed based heroes. Go for big bursts. Like for example, your Beatrix that is gonna be just using the ultimates of the Renner and the Bennett. Go for something like a Brody. It worked well in the previous game. It didn't have a good start, but it might work. Also, those two heroes, they don't really mind the Joy going to the backline, so that might be it. I like the adjustment here for Burning Slash, allowing Joy to be picked up, then picking up the Kaja in exchange.
Could it be that they want Oh My Venus to play more of the comfort? They want Oh My Venus to stick to the same guns by going for more defensive support with this Minotaur immediately snagged up?
Maybe. That might be the case, right? They also want a little bit more of a...
Shoutout sa inyo guys. Nagbabalik tayo. Sana di na maglag.
Because last game it was a very reactive draft for Blacklist International. Very reactive playstyle. If Arlet, Edward didn't get a final slash combo that he missed a few times, then it's no more engage. That's why they were really
Share nyo na ulit yung live natin guys. Start na game 2.
There was a couple of times Edward just misses out the final slash.
Yep. You can see that the priority now for Blacklist is onto ATM. I wonder if Burning Slash are considering something like an Esmeralda in the experience so that they can counter this Joy. But they might just revert back to something like a Terizla. But that means that they will have to just go back to their to a full engaged composition. They do need first to go with this Kaja, which is typically the carry. So that is a good ban for sure for Blacklist International.
Wait. Interesting. Coach Mitch and Skyzy still take out the Valentina, or rather the Eve, despite there being a Valentina.
This could be a flex pick. There's the Beatrix. Great
Beatrix still.
great answer. Burning Splash, are you still gonna go for something like a
May
Brody?
clud
I think
pa.
Brody's good in this particular game.
It's bursty.
With the Eve, they are setting up for something
Ganda
like
baklad
a
dyan,
Leslie
bakit
pick.
ata?
It is a very dangerous Leslie
Yep.
pick up against a Joy, but they do have a Kaja, so they already have an answer to it
Yep.
in case they want to go for that pick. Very
Yes.
risky once again, but it is Donut's signature pick in MPLKH.
But just the way that there are thousands of Cambodians watching here in Phnom Penh, Wise's family also flew out. So there
Exactly.
are loving eyes
Yeah.
in the audience that will support Blacklist here on this matchup.
Can I say Masha or Esmeralda might be the last pick for Burning Slash? We saw Masha being effective versus the Beatrix as well as this. It's Glue. Okay, Glue is still
It's Glue.
effective.
Okay.
Who's good?
Glue's good.
And of course, when you were looking at Gloom, ATM
Leslie ni
a
Donut!
lot of Glue in his qualifying game. 14 games.
Leslie
and
Glue.
that is a 71% win rate. So this Glue is probably gonna be huge. And let's not forget, Donut is back on the Leslie.
Oh, wow. We got some...
C-Cat's family now.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm so happy to see that our players have invited the people who supported them throughout their careers.
Yep.
And this is not the sweetest victory.
Yeah.
If in front of your family you're able to upset. Here we go. Finally, it all makes sense. It wasn't going to be the Valentina in the jungle for Wise. He picks up an old favorite here.
Hindi.
Not that great of a record.
Baksha si Wise.
Despite the small sample size, he picks up the Baksha.
I think it's gonna be A-OK now. I think that the Baxia would not be getting that 0 win rate anymore. Maybe, perhaps. But ultimately, I think that the draft coming from both sides is very interesting to see. We're starting to see both teams starting to revert a little bit more towards their comfort game plan, and they have got what it takes to bring this game to a very close match.
I think it's going to be a better team fight situation for both sides compared to Game 1.
Right.
Game 1 had very few, I'd say, clean 5v5 fights. This time around, there's a good amount of vision, there's a good amount of peel for both sides, and I hope all I'm hoping is, with a solid lineup like this, for Burn X Flash, they don't burn out. Gentlemen, take the floor. Let's go into game 2.
Game number 2, and this time we have a Leslie on the side of Donut and a Glue on the side of ATM. This is probably gonna be a
Game.
Let's not forget CCAT on the Novaria. The front 3 is going to be big.
Ganda-gandang laban to.
It all started to be like a pick-off kind of comp coming up from Burning Slash with this Kaja. Then they couple up with a Glue, which kind of solidifies that fact. Although they have a Frederick who wants to engage, they have a solid pick-off type of composition. Nevertheless, Blacklist International, I like this Baksha pick because this means that there is someone to go with Edward whenever they will want to go to Donut's place.
Oh My Venus is the first player to achieve 100 assists in MSC 2023. Trailing behind is Echoes Yaoi with 88. So, right on that point, there's actually an engage here in the mid lane. B7 might be caught, forced to use the dash, holding on to the flicker. But I do want to bring up one thing here, Wolf.
No,
CCAT chose to go for Mystery Shop.
That's actually very surprising. I didn't think that will be the case. But then again, he's a mid laner, so we will output the damage. He's not gonna be focusing on like spamming his
sorry, skill
spells
na ba,
as
Arian,
much as he
putik.
would
Hirap
if
pala
he were
ilagan, eh.
rocking the Impure Rage. And this might be because they want to take advantage of the Kaja ultimate.
ATM already dove early
Ulti na
on
si
here,
Voice.
but Wise will just give the respect that they need. But also Edward. Bargain Hunter.
The focus on the bottom lane is very evident from the side of Blacklist International. The amount of priority that these Joys have and how
Ba't di
he
makita
made
yung
his
na,
way over the
spawn
mid
time
lane
ng
is
turtle?
fast. And do note that when it comes down to the mid-to-mid matchup, Novaria clears the wave way faster than Valentina. And it makes sense for Oh My Venus to try to come in to clear the
Ay,
wave
nalasit
and
yung
help
grips.
Valentina to unlock him, to move him around the map in order for them to both hit level 4 for the total fight.
Look at the minimap. Wise is actually up top. He understands that he can get back to the turtle anyways, or maybe just trade the purple buff.
Sa purple ang
7 at
putik.
level 4, so he's not able to actually zone Wise away. Wise will just take that away.
Ang
but uses
straight
the
bun sa
retribution
turtle.
now. Chuma will find the turtle for free. Chuma with the taunt now on the Venus. That's everybody. That's the 7 with the flicker combo and the Divine Judgment. US still able to maneuver
Trigger pa
out.
si
Now the
Uwe.
split stolen away. He should be able to escape. Burnix Flash, they secure the
Iba-iba
objective,
target ng
but
Burnix Flash ang
Blacklist
putik.
get a good trade.
Now, that is a trade of a purple buff and a turtle. Something that I don't see much from Blacklist International is to give away the turtle.
Yeah. Well, they did do that in MPLPH Season 11's finals. They gave away the first turtle of the game, and then they stumbled out of it. And they do it typically with Baksha. The ideology is, once you get more buffs, more neutral camps, versus your jungling matchup, you get so much damage. You get overloaded with levels. Wise is level 6, 3/4 of the way to level 7, while Chima is just level 5. And eventually,
Wait lang,
turtle
guys,
number 2 and 3, and then eventually Lord 1, the experience is just off the roof.
So it all boils down to a matchup of Wise versus Shama. Blacklist International wants to bolster their front lines. They want to keep Wise levels ahead of Shama. It could come into the point whereby it is higher retribution damage in the later stages of the game, or just general damage overall of what a BxF could do for the team.
And that means that they have the tools to shut down the
live to ngayon, guys.
Glue as well as the Fredrin.
A lot
They
of
rely
sustain.
on sustain. They want to get back their HP. With the Baksha being in there, it's the way to go. And this is a very smart take from Blacklist International. Not the first time that they did it, but now they're showing it in the international stage at MSC and working full well for their team.
Scary stuff right now. ATM cutting the waves very deep. Might be punished. US stole the Divine Judgment. Good flicker out. That could have been bad as the turtle
Umatak si Uwe
spawns
doon. Ay,
in.
hindi pala. May atak pa.
It's already a pretty big battle spell burnt though. So ATM will not have the split nor a flicker.
Well, at least now the turtle is going to be appearing up north, while Blacklist International have
nag-trigger
2
si
person
Mamshi.
down bottom.
Minion Fury and a Divine Judgment. ATM
Patay.
will fall, and that's
Wow.
first blood for Blacklist International.
Hindi
in the fourth
expected
minute
yun,
of the game. A lane swap as well, as that was sent down below. Chuma should be able to find this turtle for free with the retribution. Wise unable to go for any invades.
The trade for the turtle while taking ATM down. They found the pickup and they are
Nagplaka sila sa
pushing
babag,
Owl down
gagi,
to the
free
bottom
plaka.
lane. So now everything is
Ganda ng
shifted.
trade na
They're
nakuha
trying
ng
to
Blacklist,
get
ah.
Owl into the mix. They're trying to give all the priorities over to Owl. After taking down all of these energy turrets, I am rather confident to say that Owl should be able to, once this turret goes down,
Kaso may plaka
he
rin
should be
sila.
active and be able to contribute a lot more in fight as compared to Donut. His can't.
Divine Judgment, one more shot from Donut is all he needs, but Edward gets out. Now Venus jumps in with a knock-up. Donut gonna be knocked up, but
Kaya
US
ata si
unable to
Donut.
find just some damage here.
Oh, no.
Donut in the midst of it all, jumping back in. US low!
Piso.
He's 7 for the kill. Donut finds it. It's 1-for-1.
Lagi basag yung
In the
mid.
gold lane.
Shit.
Now who's it worth for?
Oh, definitely side of Blacklist, but because Chima was able to push in the middle, now it shifts and dips back to Burning Slash's favor. The fact that Donut was able to get the kill before he died, that was actually a lot of value for Burning Slash. Then again, Burning Slash, they want to play this late. They cannot win in this early game anyways because this is Blacklist International with Baksha.
Sakit ni
as
Donut,
well as
putik.
the BxF. They kind of conceded. The fact that they're evening out, that's already good news for
Wow,
them.
kasi ano
The
dito
funny thing
mamaya.
is the fact that, well,
Kawawa
Juve
Minotaur,
went
kawawa si
down
Mams dito mamaya kay
because of a
Donut.
single
Pipitik-pitikin lang siya.
ballista shot. The ballista
Pero
was
madali lang
the
uli
one
niya,
that
Leslie.
got the last hit.
That's right.
Ultimately, that is great for BxF. They're trying to, kind of close up the gap as much as they can. There isn't even much deficit at this point in time. And Blacklist International, they are ready to rumble. They made themselves, they pushed themselves all the way down in the bottom lane after Beatrix is pretty much done farming up all of the energy turrets in the bottom lane. And let's not forget, it's 6 minutes and 20 seconds in.
So Owen got a lot of the turret gold in the bottom lane, but he's actually still behind in gold compared to Burn X Flash's Donut. Something to note down. That means his farming and his laning for Donut has been absolutely spectacular.
All the turrets are still up. So both teams are still playing a little bit more of a
Retrian to, Retrian.
kind of competition. Blacklist International still have a lot of lane priority going on.
Oo, ni Chima.
I was about to say, how does Wise do it? How is he ahead with 2 turtles going to Burn X Flash, but he's still there. Chama is able to win the retreat battle despite being a level down.
Huwag
Meanwhile,
lang
in the
ang
bottom
ano,
lane, you can already see
Burn,
Leslie deal
dalawa.
damage right now. D7 flickers forward, unable to find UA right now, but Venus Fury comes down. Donut free, hitting in the back.
The
Venus forced to
fudge.
run away. Burn X Flash, I think they've done enough to zone Blacklist away from this turret. But with
Naiiwan si
two
Olden sa
members
top, di
walking
niya yung
down
kaya,
again,
Anglo eh.
will
Baka patayin siya.
Burn actually be able to take this turret down?
A very effective reset. Blacklist International, they're gonna have to go for this reset, but for now, with concealed play, didn't really quite do
Grabe yung
much.
Burn X Flash, nag-i-improve talaga tong team na to.
Zone them away from the first tier defense turret.
This is such a... That box was set up from Burning Splash so
Despair na
well.
si Donut.
They have the conceal play only to threaten.
BOD?
That was BOD. In fact,
7 minutes?
5.5k total for now for Donut. Raw boots, though. Bare boots. It's the brown boots
no
that he
wonder.
picked up.
And
It
even the
doesn't
Berserker's
matter.
Fury.
This is massive already. If he gets the endless battle next, he can completely just ignore the boots. He has the peel ready, and Edward.
Patay si
tries to
Edward,
burst it down to the
puto.
top lane. ATM's gonna be able to escape right now, and it's gonna be a kill. Donut. 7 minutes in, this Leslie is not just scaling.
Sakit ni Donut, dalawa na item.
Big.
And now they're gonna steal the purple buff away
Yes.
from Wise.
And
The
top
timer
lane.
has expired for Blacklist.
Nice.
There's a trade though. When
Kaso
able to
basag
play.
yun.
Now though, Burnix Flash getting the better of the trade. Wise ready with an early
Maganda ng
Twilight
trade,
armor. Burn gets a tier 2 in the mid lane.
There could be even a possibility that BxF Flash will want to take this opportunity to starve out Blacklist International as much as possible.
Bobo, dami
First tier,
groups, no?
second tier, middle lane, completely gone. As long as they do have information, which is what Donut is looking to do, they will be able to get a very good idea if whether CCAT can push up top. And now, with the information, they know.
Venus with the flicker. Seacat gonna be
She
gunned
knows.
down, but he's able to escape right now as Jamal walks forward. The Cambodian crowd goes wild. The taunt connects onto you as he soaks in a lot of damage.
Patay si
You
Uwe.
will fall to the 7th.
Patay si Mamsho din. Lord na sila.
Back to Donut. It's another snipe
Di
down.
plagera na to.
Very low. They're looking for a dive. Defendant's rage committed out. Owl, no flaker. Seacat looking for one.
Gogo na sniper.
Seacat has come alive. 9 minutes in. Perfectly timed, perfectly converted from the Cambodians to a Lord.
Game 1 was a warm-up, dudes. Burnex Flash, this is their true form. Perfect movements coming up from Seacat. He avoids the full gank of Blacklist, forcing the flicker out, gets out of the map, then goes down to flicker out and save his teammates. Then lands the killing blow onto Owl. They're on fire.
I'm getting the shivers.
Bubapulog sila.
Probably is having that as
Wala ko enjoy.
Never seen Blacklist forced to fight. Wise had to go up front, shield unity in.
Tayo niyo si Edward, likuran niya Leslie.
Burnix Flash chunks him down despite having a Twilight armor.
Let me remind you what the burn timers are. 9 minutes. It's their timing. Burn
Taba
especially
ni
group up together.
Donut
They
ang
outplay their
putik.
opponents. Donut is a league ahead of the BxF this game. And with 3 items incoming, if Seagat lands the Astrosphere and Donut just lands one hit, it's so much
Fuck.
damage.
It's burn time.
Oh my god.
D7.
Uy, ang pilit ng Nukodyo.
Now ATM jumps forward in the back line. Donut free hitting.
Kagi, ubos.
Seacat found the
The
kill.
fuck?
Wise now taunted up. Donut has a few more shots in him. The Divine Judgment brings him back. Donut.
Pangay na sa'yo ni Donut.
It's a mega kill for Donut. 3 members down. The Beer's crashing committed. But it's going to be Owl who gets chunked down. Donut has one more shot and he can kill Owl. He's waiting. They're marching.
7 seconds, 9
One
seconds.
more sep. A few
Ano
seconds.
nga,
for
pipilit
Beer's
niya na
respawn.
naman.
They're gonna be able to
Pag
take
kamulit
this
na naman to,
base
ubos to.
off For now. But they've been able to crack the base open. Burn X Flash with a 6,000 gold lead up against Blacklist.
For a second, I thought that they will do what they did in game number 1.
Yeah,
I was kind of scared.
But at least there is going to be parallel push from the top and the bottom lane, right? We do have the mega creeps that will march on forward. But for now, the main thing that we want to see is exactly the outplay.
Sakit ni Donut,
Play
puta.
around coming in from Bonex Flash and Black
Sakit nung ano.
What exactly transpired down here?
Very
Critical.
crucial grenade coming out from Donut.
Tagos
to
talaga
actually
eh, oh.
Stop Edward because Edward was onto him already. When he timed
Baban,
his
pag
skill,
nanalo yung
Daniel was
Burn
there.
Express dito,
He was
baban
able
na
to
ng
get out
Blacklist
and
ng
also
Leslie.
Stop Edward from dashing through. That was so crucial because now Edward cannot reset the dashes anymore.
11 minutes and 30 seconds left. Burnex Flash, they are in the zone.
So, boss sila.
They are waiting for the Lord to eventually appear. And I believe that the nightmare
Bibisyo na lang sila ng Leslie dyan eh.
is playing in their head. They are thinking about this. What is the core game plan here in order to not
Basag yung
execute
top
the
nila.
same mistake that they have did in the previous game?
Just don't group up. Utilize the range of Donut. I think that they're gonna be fine, right?
Just don't group up.
Just remember that the Donut is long range, like
Yes.
hell of a range actually.
So all they gotta do, hang back a little bit. But contradictory right now, Burnex Flash grouped up in Blacklist International's jungle. They were preparing themselves for something. But Blacklist International
Alam niya,
have
gagi.
discipline. They do not want to push everyone else out. But Seacat is the only one that
Hindi
made
niya
his way
alam.
down to the bottom lane to try to defend. But these two members all the way down below, they are not making a move just yet.
Di
And
alam.
this slow, steady, bushwhack move, this positioning may be very important to the upcoming Lord's fight. What exactly is the game plan here from Wise and Edward?
They found Donut right now. That's
Donut.
coming in. Donut flickering out of the wall right now. A good second
Patay si
skill, but
Donut.
he got down.
Di nila nakita.
Infinite Fury on the 3.
Ubos, gago.
Rooftop. Seacat clinging on to dear life. UA with a flicker forward and Blacklist with a key back.
Ang ganda ng
into
tago
the
nila dun, ah.
game. They have found a way. Burn that Filipino push in the bottom lane.
The Filipino push.
Di nila nasilip.
I don't know. Is it a thing, Wolf?
We'll
It
make
is a
it.
thing.
We'll make it a thing now.
Yeah.
It's a Filipino push.
You have a wing.
Di
you have
sinilip ni
wings,
Sikat.
pushes on
Kala ko
the- they have
skillan
the
yan.
left wing push on the left side, the right wing push, south side, window push. That was the play. And to
Ganda
be
ng likod
able
ng
to
dalawa,
wear this,
gagi.
You thought that it will be read through by Burnex Flash, but oh my Venus player, well look at that jump.
Wow.
Wow.
Naset lahat
So
eh.
beautiful to see.
Orchestrated. This is absolutely just asking for it. Blacklist International have played out this moment, played out what they wanted. And that is the result that they have. They brought down 4 members from Burnex Flash, and they even gotten themselves the Lord.
Seacat was the only one who could have opened up the map. He was clearing out the waves down below as well. The fact that he didn't just throw a random skill over there, it caused this to happen. Blacklist the way back into the game, and now they're truly getting flashbacks of game number 1.
Makakambak na naman ng Burn Express ah. Depressed talaga.
The way that they played this Baksha, it's so smart. Or not from the side of Blacklist International.
I didn't think that this is how they were played.
Ingat kayo
either.
sa kanya.
I thought it was, bounce here, a lot of mobility, run here, run there, become a wheel, crash and bang. So, at this point in time, Blacklist International
Naaurahan ni
just
Ma'am
holding
siya.
it down, back to their discipline.
Wala silang mga spell kasi yung Blacklist eh.
And look
Kaya
for the
takot
final
din sila.
time or look for the right time to eventually jump in on the right person.
ATM, I don't think he is the right person. He pops in the split though. D7's looking for the divine judgment as Edward's gonna be caught. Edward's going back to the team with the flicker as well. Chama with the taunt, but he's able to
Umatak,
escape.
walang follow-up.
Good Minion's Fury by Venus.
Lala.
With the disengage. Blacklist International running for the hills. They do not want to commit this time around. They can get poked down still. Vernix Flash will be able to defend their base.
Completely walked out of that. Edward was pulled in and caught with the divine judgment, but somehow it just doesn't seem to do much.
Yep. D7 stayed in that bush up top for quite a long time, and he did not find the opening onto Edward. Well, he did find it eventually, but there wasn't Donut in the vicinity.
Wala si Donut
No,
dun eh.
Venus, you
Kung
got
si
one
Donut,
shot.
patay
That's
yata
why
si Edward.
You can see that the entirety of Blacklist International just got away. It's because the fact that D7 cannot find a good look. Surely, eventually, he got Edward, but it wasn't enough. They needed more.
I mean, Dona was also focusing on hyper-focus in the middle lane. While the divine judgment was going on, he didn't land a single shot in.
Oh,
Gago, sakit!
Immortality gonna be down
Ano yun?
right now. The flicker comes through from Venus.
Ubus buhay ni Wise.
Down once again. Donut free hitting in the back. Not able to find that Minute Fury range. Owl's doing the same thing right now, but CCAT has some damage. Donut trying to delay Venus with the ultimate. Opens up the vision. Oh, some snipes going down. D7 trying to provide some more.
So what
vision
ubus
for
buhay ni
Vernix
Wise
to play
dun?
with. Both of the junglers down. Both the teams will not be able
Ubus
to
din buhay
contest
ni Ol eh.
for the Lord for now.
It's a 1-for-1 trade. Vernex Flash, this is the game, or rather, that was the fight where Donut was able to contribute to all the.
Kailangan maganda pwesto ni Donut dito. Pestuhan na lang ng marksman ito. All versus Donut. Sino mas maganda pwesto?
they're
Hindi
just
naman
focused on
nanalo.
damage. I mean, I totally understand why. Then again, they're starting the Lord. It's like you have to be careful about this. If you're Burnix Flash, you don't know where Edward is. Oh, now they don't they
Zero
go?
information.
Oh, Edward trying to deal some damage right now with the burst.
Gago,
Coming in.
gago si Edward.
But Edward will be bursted first. Vengeance coming down. 1 HP now. Divine Judgment locking out the UN with Winner's Punch, and he's buying some time, but not enough.
Opo.
CCAT finds the kill. D7 losing immortality. Blacklist International still with a better position onto the Lord with the wave pushing in that
Buhay pa
top
si Edward
lane.
dun.
BxF, what do they do to take control back?
Swanward!
I think that at this point in time, even if Yue is not in this game, the
Baka segue ni Ol to.
numbers is still gonna be on a stalemate. Vernex Flash still have to work on the
Ayun na si Ol, naka-vest dun, no? Si segue to.
Still have to defend this. And by
Hindi,
the time
di
that
na.
Vernex Flash is ready, Blacklist International's Yue will come in at the right time. So Wise just need to reset this Lord, push Shama away, and find the right opportunity.
Oh, the Lord dance.
5 seconds for you
Walang
at a spawn.
ball.
Vernex Flash.
Gago
Should
si
be free.
Wise.
Look at Wise. CCAT's opening up the map right now. Wise gonna be spotted down as they try to pressure Wise away. Chama, will he save it for his team, or will Wise, the king of the jungle, come through? Clutch. ATM looking down
Patay
right now.
po.
Chama!
Lalakawan ni Ol!
How did Owl steal that? Wise will still fall
Kaso
down.
busata
Venus
kasi.
Fury from Venus with
Puta, ito
double
na naman,
damage.
deja vu.
Another shot
May
down.
Lord Blacklist, tas ano?
Owl
Maubos na naman sila.
able to disengage. But Blacklist International, they
Paano ko ni Ol yun? Hindi ko nakita.
perhaps to prolong the game even more.
That was so sweaty.
He single-handedly saved the game.
Give us a replay. I want to see it. What
We need it.
happened?
Paano nakita ni Ol? Ay, paano nakuha ni Ol? Hindi
By
ko
the way,
nakita.
How did Shama lose in that retribution
No
fight?
idea.
I would like to credit Burnix Flash for doing that play.
Blacklist
Even
day
after
ngayon,
they
ah.
lost the Lord
Lagi kuha, Lord.
fight. The fact of the
Swerte
matter is
ata ang
they
Blacklist
they
ngayong araw, ah.
Instead of like utilizing the divine judgment, they opted to go for Glue's ultimate to isolate.
Ano bilis mamatay ng Lord ng puti.
Ah,
Granada!
again, Chimach is really,
Kala ko sniper. Eh, sight din kasi ng damage talaga nung ano,
you
bombe.
know, the runner damage coming out from the Beatrix.
Malakas damage to kaya sa reto eh.
Down to ATM's positioning.
Pakasakit nun eh.
ATM just stuck himself
Ayun
onto
masakit,
Wise
ayun yung
and
masakit na
waited for
weapon
the
ngayon ni
perfect
BE.
moment to eventually draw him away
Kaya pala eh.
from the Lord. While Shama is
Yung
still
pa yung
still
item
the
mo,
Lord. He
Yep.
stood no time
Naka
at
pure
all,
pen.
but it's all about the timing. Edward and oh my Venus.
Donut versus Owl na to guys sa pestuhan.
Coming up from Chima, the
He
nerfs are
retreat
getting there.
late.
He retreat late.
Super late, or maybe a little bit too early. That's the Bennett. And he was probably scared of the damage output of the Beatrix, understandably so.
Yeah, he can see the Bennett's rage in the air.
Yep.
You gotta have to predict. You gotta have to not predict, but you gotta have to expect it. But
Exactly.
how much damage can a Bennett's rage realistically do
Kung nga
to
gusto
a
mo
Lord?
ba nung...
It's a lot.
So
That's
that's
good.
why he's either late or early.
Yep.
You can't time it right.
Okay, it's very difficult. And even if you are Chima, right, you understand why you want to dodge that, because you don't have he doesn't have a like physical defense, only the blade armor.
Oh.
He didn't have like a Tikaras or something else. He respects the fact that that's a lot of damage. Still, I think it's a mortal sin to lose
Ayun
that.
na,
fight.
tagu-taguan.
Especially after the entirety of your teammates doing the right play. They already isolated Wise. Even when you're so good as Wise on the retribution, the fact that you're away from the Lord, stand no chance.
It was a 100-0. It wasn't
Exactly.
a 50-50. It should have been a 100-0, but I will.
Si Wise lagi nakalikod eh.
Even with Donut, honestly, when you have a Leslie on your team,
Ilikuran niya yung
you
Leslie.
technically have 3 retributions. The first basic attack with the passive, the second with your first skill active, and then the retribution, the real one. At this point, you could actually, I would say Donut does more than the retribution.
Probably, yeah. So, I mean, especially since we're looking at true damage after all. Blacklist International, they're trying to open the maps up. ATM is going to be the front lines of BxF Flash and getting as much information as they can. Right now, goal lead whatsoever, that's not important anymore. It's only 2K. It's not important.
It's not important.
Now it's all about the team.
Wala nang gold lead dito. Palakasan na.
Who does this? Who does that?
Palakasan na ng comms to, tsaka pwestuhan ng marksman. Yung dalawang marksman, kailangan maganda pwesto. Pagandahan ng positioning to. Pag namatay yung marksman, isa sa kanila, panalo na sa teamfight. Kakasakit.
Half HP on Venus.
Yun ang Leslie.
About the regeneration soon, but he doesn't. Just waits on it.
Baka masegwan tong blacklist sa mid eh.
Both teams still fighting for prio in these lanes.
Yep. Top lane, very thick amount of minions.
Yes. As such, CCAT will have to move away. But this is probably information that Blacklist International can use.
Yun,
They're clearing out as much as
yung
they
mid
can.
gogi sa
The entire team of
Seguin.
Blacklist International, they rotated around, counterclockwise position.
Kung sabihin niya, nasa mid na yan, sa Misegway.
See that?
Uy, gago! Nakatak! Puta ba nangyari yun? Ang daming nangyari dun ah. Puta ba nakata-burn splash dito, wala nang marksman. Guys, kung sino talaga munang mamatay ng marksman, panalo sa clash. Ito na mangyari. Gagawin nilaan niya. Wala, GG. Yan talaga GG na guys, wala ng pandip eh. Ang na, naka-UN Venus ulit. Ano pag-dep pa yan? Mga god na yung mga yan. Wala, masahit kasi Leslie guys eh. Wala, GG. Nakatakagad si Ol, gagi pagka-flicker. Galing nung Kaja dun ah. Putik 1-1. Kung nanalo sila ng game 1, 0-2 sa ano to. Putik. Ibig sabihin, nakasabay talaga yung Cambodia. GG. GG game to guys. 1-1, 1-1. Bye.